Hi, this is Louis Bongo. We are in Aya Studio in Bali, and today I'm gonna show you my studio session breakdown of my track with Joezi called Life and released on Make the Girl Dance Records. For the little story, Joezi and I met online with Deep Root Records, Francis Mercier label. It was about The Key, and it's a track we made with the regretted guy, Ron Carroll, who passed away a few months ago. And we released this track together called The Key. And in December 2024, I moved to Bali, Indonesia, and at the same time Joezi was playing at Savaya in Bali. So we met for the first time in real life, and at the end of his set we discussed a lot, and we were agreed that we need to do a new track together. So 1 month later I sent him like the melody of the final version of the break of Life, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I had this, but I didn't know how to move forward with this. So I sent him this, and maybe 2 months later, he sent me a full track. Who was like really, I was really impressed by this one, and I really wanted to push it a little bit more. So I worked on the arrangement, and added some melodies on top. And in July, we finished the track. It was just missing the vocals, so we wrote some vocal. We recorded the vocal, and we did the final version in August. Then he sent him to Usual, and we decided to release it on Make the Girls Dance Records. And he was just released like 2 weeks ago, 26 December, and yeah. That's the story of Life. So there it is. It's the session of Joezi and I record called Life. We will start by the drums, of course. So let's start with the beginning, like the kick. We have a top kick here. Really simple. For the intro, you have a shaker loop, you have some bongos for the groove, a rattle just here, and for the drums, it's the things we have for the intro. Then you have the main kick here, really loud. Still have the rattle, shaker with the tremolo, still the bongos and some tombs. And then you have some shaker loop here. Yeah. That for the intro of the extended mix. Then you can have on the break, what else we have? We have the snare build up here. Classical build-up. We have a fill before the drop. So yeah, that's the things for the drums, and the break and the intro, and I can show you for the drop. So we have the kick first, bongo and tombs, a low tombs, some claps, another tombs, kind of snares. You have the Joezi drum snares here. And in the second part of the job, like you have the other stuff from the intro, like the shakers. Here you have all the shakers here. And in the last part of the job, you have some tombs for the groovy part here. And a ride here. And yeah, I think it's really simple, but really effective. It works really well. And for, you know, you have on the kick a classical compressor just to keep it, to keep the sound high. Then you have a tremolo on the shaker to move the sound on the left and on the right. Reverb, equalizer, echo. Nothing really, and most of the plugins are from Logic. It's internal from Logic, so nothing really complicated. What else you have? You can have on the clap. Something I really like to do on the clap is using this sample delay. It's put it on the side, on the real side of the spectrum, and to put the high. Yeah, nothing really complicated, nothing really original for the drums, but it works like this. And yeah, that's it for the drums. So we're gonna see now the bass lines, who is really the main thing of the track. You have the Joezi bass line. You can really like, you know it when you hear it, like this one here. That the main idea of the track started from here, from Joezi. Then you have this one here, more kind of a plug with the reverb. Then I add by myself this one here. I added this one too. More electric, more like a little bit of saturation on it. And then you have the main drop one. Yeah, this is this one. Then you have in the synths, you have the one. You have a sub, of course. And what I really liked to do, it was to add this acid shout. With reverb here, and that's the main one for the drop. So for the drop, if you had the pads and the drums. Then in the break you have the one here called Concord 1, because I was inspired by the track of Megan Nerak for this break called Concord. I really enjoyed it, like I think 10 years ago. So the idea came from here. And it's like really classical bass line, but with the legato and the portamento on. So you have this transition between every note, like gliding, like a simple glide. And you have this here, a sub, when the kick enter in the break. So you have this here, like if I do this, yeah. So yeah, for the bass lines, nothing really same as usual. You can see it's all about internal FX logic for the mixing. You have a serum for the Concord bass line. You have some audio files. It's from Joezi. You have a Hive and another serum here. And about the drum bus, it's like the pads, a masker without any sidechans, because every tracks for bass lines I'm using compressor already, so I don't want to compress a lot. So just track by track, and yeah, that's it for the bass line here. We are going to the pads. Not a lot of pads. You have the Atmos by Joezi here, all along the track. You know, just to make the texture. You have a pad here called the Show Me Love pad. Just evolving with the build-up, like, you know, here, like during the breakdown. Here, going high. The cutoff seems like a synth. You have also this tremolo pad by Joezi here. And you have a pad I used with my friend August in the track All Days. It was I use it in the break here, making chords. In this same break, you have a pad synth, similar to Ben Bomer 1, evolving, of course, until the drop. And you have this Joezi I here, making chords too. And you have the pitch down in the bridge before the break. This one. And for the pad, you have all them together here. And then you have the bend bombers one just coming in, like really kind of a baseline, and evolving until the end of the break. So yeah, that's the sound for the pads. So let's go for the synths on this track. In the intro, you have this one here, up, just like a plug, ambience. What else you have? You have some reverse. Another reverse synth here. Then you have this kind of a riser. And these pads, tremolo, called it Techno FX, but it's from Joezi. But you have this riser here, as I told you. Really like this one from Joezi. What else we have? We have the intro of the drop here in plug at this moment with the reverb. You have a stab here. So yeah, you have here the first one, you have the second one. That's a preview of the drop here. Then you have this tab. You have the stab reverse. You have another stab, like more like a piano harpsichord. So it's an audio file, but I tuned it to change the note. Like you can see, I transport it like +4 here, +4 here, and here it's like where is it? +2 here, yeah, exactly. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. You have another shout here. Then you have a melody I added after just to put the track like on another level. Like, you know, without it works, but with it, it's like kind of like mysterious thing. So you have this one. Evolving, the cutoff, evolve. So cutoff and the reverb, of course, before the drop. And I had the same one, but in bassline. More kind of tech house bassline. and together it sounds really well. You have this harp here, and a lead riser too. And with this amazing thin sound from kind of melodic techno lead, a reverse, in the good tonality, of course, in the good way for the tonal. You have another reverse here. And the last part is, of course, the drop, where the magic happen of the Joezi sound. It's here. On this one I didn't touch anything, I just had a comp for the kick, but it was like sounding really great. And you have the double here. A little bit more crispy, and then together you have this. You have this one too for the break. And I add this pluck riser during the drop. Here, like normal at this time, but in the last part of the drop it's going high with the pitch. Until here. And yep, for the drop, it's the synths. So together sounds like here on the drop. Yep. For the mixing of the bus, same time I put all the synths on the same bus. One masker just to see how it works with all the sound, and another one I put, I think, for the vocal. Yeah, exactly, for the break, just to be sure there is no clash with the vocal on the break. So yeah, and you have, of course, in the break, the main melody where all the track started from. This one here, I did it with the Hive, I think so. Yep, this one here, goes like this. And you can feel it, it's really repetitive, but when you add the chords on it and the bass line, it changes everything. Just before, Joezi add another pluck. So plucks together sounds like this. The Joezi plugs add some low end on this melody. So as I told you, if you add the chords, because we add a piano here, without just making chords. if you add the melodies on the top. And then the bass line. I forget to tell about the lead glide because we have the reverse one here. You already listen, but you have this one here. Kind of synth vocal, weird, but it works really well. And I think this is most of the thing for the synths. Always and always, nothing really special for the mixing on each track. You can see again, everything is internal from Logic, so you can do really great track really easily for the mixing, and you know, even for the synths, a serum and a hive, and you can work around really fast and really well. So yeah, that the things for the synth. I just forget to speak about the second drop where we add this Hoover sound, kind of a ravish sound. A lot of reverb, a long echo on it. I think at the beginning it's a sample. We cut it. Yep, it was a sample like this. I will show you. It was a sample like up. It's a big sample, and we turn it down at -4, but the original sounds like this. So we just change the tonality, and we cut it before. And so everything together with the bass line, the synth, pads, and drums. We have this here. Yeah, that's it for the synths. So let's do the vocal now. So we're gonna start with the shop one with the sample and stuff like this, and then we will go to the main vocal. So for the shout, yeah, this is the shout of the main vocal here, the yeah. Yeah. We add this one. I put a reverse, then to add more groove. You have like a whoop whoop thing here in the build up and in the drop here. Left and right to play with the spatial. And then you have the main vocal. That's it for the vocal, but it works like this. Here is the main one here.
Wake up like you never sleep. Stand up like you never see. Listen like you never hear. One day you will disappear. Grow up like you never die. Respect, no time to lie. Be starving day and night. We're doing this all like yeah. Wake up.
So yeah, that's the main vocal. We wrote the lyrics. We wanted to something really like catchy something really repetitive, and something who tells you about tell you something about the life. You know, you can wake up every day, but you need to wake up like you never sleep. Like you need to do what you really want in your life. That's why the title of the track is Life. You really need to be starving day and night. Yeah, that's the leitmotif on this track. So yeah, we wrote the lyrics, then Joezi recorded it, and he sent me this in the final project, and I added in the final session. So for the mixing on this one, I will show you without any effects on it. It's pretty clear, by the way. Yeah.
Wake up like you never sleep. Stand up like you never see. Listen like you never hear.
So I had a noise gate, a little pitch correction.
Wake up like you never sleep.
A pitch shifter, because we play with it a little bit later. We'll show you. It's here at the end of the track. You have a channel EQ, of course, for the low end, a reverb, a delay, another echo. It's more about to have something in mono too, and a compressor, of course, for the vocal. So we put a part of the vocal in the low tonality at the end of the build-up, like as I show you here.
Stand up like you never see. Listen like you never hear. One day you will disappear. Grow up like you never die. Respect, no time to lie. Be starving day and night. We're doing this all
like a double voice, a low double voice. If I put it like full 100, you can hear it.
Grow up like you never die. Respect, no time to lie. Be starving day and night. We're doing this all
So yeah, not 100, but 50%, it works. Then you have the same thing, but at full this time in the break. Here, with the filter at the beginning.
Listen like you never hear. One day you will disappear. Grow up like you never die. Respect, no time to lie. Be starving day and night. We're doing this all night. Wake up like you never sleep. Stand up like you never see. Listen like you never hear. One day you will disappear. Grow up like you never die. Respect, no time to lie. Be starving day and night. We're doing this all night.
With the big echo, because there is a break, a silent here, and then the shout of the yeah. We're doing this all live. Yep, so that's for the vocals, nothing on the bass. And for the drop, you have, of course, the game between the shout, the whoop whoop, and reverse and stuff like this. Yes, and with everything else, you have this here. Sounds like this. Yeah, works for the vocals. Let's finish with the affix. So last part of the session, it's the affix. I will start with the texture I used in every track. This is a white noise, just to the ambience. Maybe you can't hear it during the track, but it makes a little bit of texture, and you have a vinyl sound too. And it's here all along the track, you can see here. What else we have? We have, of course, up filter and down filter and impact. You have this one here with the down filter. This riser here, that's just before the start of the break. And then you have the vocal who came in here, sorry, with the down filter and in impact. And then you have a siren just before the drop. And no white noise, no down filter, no impact on the drop, because we tried to use it, but it was like just put the track down. Like the drop was like a little bit cheesy, like it was going down. So without, it's really cool. And then we use exactly the same riser, down filter everywhere in the track. Same one here, same siren and riser at the end of the drop. A lot of EQ, reverb, of course, for the riser. Some echo sometimes, sample delay, sometimes in mono, sometimes really on the side. But no compression. It works like this. It's really simple. And for the mixing, same thing, nothing on the main bus for the FX. Just need to find the good level of the sound and the good place on the spectrum, and then after that is really easy. Just of course cut the low end of the FX for all the down filter, up filter, not the impact, the main impact. I mean, I cut it here, like, but not because there is some kick here, so I don't want to fight with. But yeah, this is not really impressive, not really, but it works like this. It's really simple, and we are really happy with this. So for the final part, I will tell you a little bit about mixing and how we process for the mastering. So for the mixing, as I told you, I use a bus, sometimes compressor on the bus, but the most important parts are track by track. This is my way of work. You can see for the drums, there is not a lot of automation. It's about equalizer and compressor most of the time. And sometimes you can have automation of level, like snares. I really like to, it's better to use automation for snare, of course. But this is most of the time, this is really track by track, sorry. For the pads, it's more about cutoff. You can see there is some automation of cutoff here and there. For the bassline, I can show you, I used in this one. Oh, where is it? Yeah, this kind of cutoff you can like have the normal one, and just before transition to add a better transition, you just can automate a little bit the cutoff, like this here, just before the big kick came in. I will just put this here. You can see the automation here. It helps for transition. And yeah, cutoff, you can see cutoff in the bassline part. And I think in the for the synths, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, just be like really sure of what you want, to work on details. There is a lot of tracks here. I don't know how 105. So there is a lot of tracks, but you can do really a small work on every track for 5-10 minutes. Sometimes it's more, like on bassline and synths, but nothing really complicated to do. Like if you are the best things to do is to find the best sound at the beginning. When you have the best sound and all the sounds can match together, it will be easier for the mixing. So that's it for the mixing. And for the mastering, just last thing before I forget. In every drop, in every track, I do this before the drop. I put the master volume down a little bit, and his go up, his go back to normal at the drop. And I do the same thing with the EQ. Like I use a low cut just before the drop, and then when the drop starts, you can have the bass again, like in front of you. That's a process I do in every track. So that's kind of part of mixing, sorry. And for the mastering, I called Daniele Maciuzzi from Wave Lab Studio. I don't like to do mastering for myself because I spent a lot of time to make the track. I hear it like during maybe 2, 3, or 4 months. So for the final version mastering, I prefer to ask another guy. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this studio session breakdown of Life, the track I made with Joezi I. We were and we are really happy about the result of this track. We were and we are really happy to release it on Make the Girls Dance Records. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff, studio session breakdown. If you want to, for my upcoming track, I will do it again for sure. Hope you enjoyed the track. Thank you for the support on Beatport, on Spotify. It was amazing. Hope we're gonna make some new track together with Joezi II. And thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, and see you next time. Cheers.